Elon Musk rockets exploded. Taylor Swift get rejected by almost every label. The only reason they became who they are is because of the believers they choose to live in. So, what believers are you in? This is a big question that I also asked myself a lot of time. You know, like many times, this is my routine for the month also. Like I also journal about this in my diary every month, that because it is very very important. I think it is very important to have a belief verse. And because let's take an example that if it is my the present conditions, like let's take a example that this is my present life and this is my present belief framework. Okay, so just the both of them, it just goes hand on hand. Why I'm telling you this? Because whatever condition are you in your life, it is explained by your beliefs are like that you are in. Okay, if my present life condition is not good, it is not the way I really want, my life condition. But if I have a belief verse, if I have that belief, that mindset of my own, of my that is integrate with my life, present life, so it like they both goes in hand. It is really really important to have a balance between both of them. um, in your life also, let's see that if your no matter what is your life is like, it is like good or bad, it is not mandatory in this thing. Because if you have a mindset, if you have a belief that if my life is not good right now, it is not good, not that good that I really want in my life, then it's okay. If it is not good, then it is telling me something. And we will gonna talk about the Elon Musk and Taylor Swift examples, like how they made their believers and how they are the one right now because of their believers. Okay, so no matter what is going on in your life presently, it totally depend on what believers are you in. Because whatever belief, whatever mindset you have about your life, it will gonna describe your overall life. That is like where your belief was is the foundation. From everything you are describing to yourself, that is from your belief was, that is from your mindset. Okay, let's understand about this. Okay, more. See your present mindset or your present life. Okay, like present life condition, both can unlock a lot of things. I just say that both can unlock a lot of things. If your present condition is good, but your belief was is thinking, or your mindset is like, no, it is not good, I am not getting the thing that I really want. But in reality, but in present, in present life, you have very opportunities, a lot of opportunity that you can take to have a good life. But your mindset is not like that, then you will lose that opportunity, because of your mindset, because of your beliefs. And this thing just goes hand on hand. So this is the thing. So many people get into fear, anxiety, because they are getting failure one after another. Like you can ask me this question that, Diksha, like how can how can I be good at my life, and how can I have the best mindset, best beliefs about my life, if my life is not like that, if I'm getting failure one after another, then how can I have that belief first? So a lot of people question that thing, that how can I be like that? Like how can I not fear, not anxious, not sad, not depressed because of my life condition? They think that my life is so bad, then how can I think in a opposite direction? So let's talk about that. And they also question that how can they balance all of this thing in their mind and not be anxious. But this is the thing. This is the difference between us and the successful people. Their life is also not good at sometimes. When they get success, before that, like the before life, that we don't see. much about the celebrities, about the one we really appreciate, that was our role model, and all of that thing. So their life is also not good, but the difference between them and us is the belief, the mindset. Like, if they are in a condition, if they are in a very bad condition in their life, but their mindset is different, their belief is very different about their present condition of life. And this is the main key point of my making this video. I'm like, this is why I'm telling you that this is a keynote, this is the important point of my whole video, that your mindset is the key. It is the key. No matter your whole life is like storm, but if your mindset is good, if your mindset has a different definition about that life scenario, then your overall life will be the different conclusion at the end. So what is their definition? Why successful people, or the one that their life is very good, like how they think like that, how they have a different definition of things. They have a belief that work for them, not against them. But we have the thoughts, we have the mindset that work against ourselves. But they have the definition, mindset of, like, definition of their thing, about their mindset, about their belief. They have a different definition to that work for themselves. They work for them, not against them. And this is the difference between us and them. If they get failure, they have a personal definition of it for them. They have a personal definition to all of this thing, that if I get failure, then it means something. But our definition of thing is very different. If I give you an example of my life, is like, I get many failures on the things I'm trying. But every time when I get when I get fail on things, if things didn't work for me, I have a very different definition to that scenario. And it is not like that I'm fooling myself, it is not like that. But it is a very mandatory, and it is very basic definition that I gave myself about that scenario that happened to me. If I get any failure, I tell myself that, okay, I have to see myself, I have to see my work, how I'm doing it, how I'm going in forward with all of this thing. I have to see myself also, I have to question myself, but in a different way. It should be on a very different way. You don't have to become a critics for yourself. You don't have to be a self-critic. And many people do that, they become their self-critics. That's why they get fail in their life. And I'm just telling you that if you at once just and just clean that membrane between the success and failure definition, you will gonna do a lot of the things that you can't imagine you can do in your life. Just removing that definition of, or comparison between success and failure. Because, like, I have my own definition of the success and failure. If I get any failure, I tell myself that I get the data. I get the data, I get to learn a lot of things from that. It is my definition of failure. If I get success, then I have that definition to me that, okay, I have done amazing thing. Then just go on and just be very present about the thing that I'm doing on that success thing. Because many things just get fall because we are not very self-observed about ourselves when we are getting success one after another. We have to very truthful with ourselves. So that is the thing. So let's take an example of, again, the Elon Musk and Taylor Swift. Okay, let's take an example of Elon Musk. The first 3 SpaceX rocket launches, okay, it explode. Each cost millions. Okay, critics call him crazy, media laughed, and even close advisor tell him to stop, to quit it. They advise, like their personal advisor, Elon Musk. So what is Elon Musk believers? What is his believers? Is like, his believers is every explosion is data, and this belief he channels onto fourth launch succeeded. it succeeded. So what he done, that all the three launches that happen of the SpaceX, he get the data, he has the definition of his failure that happen in front of his eyes, that three SpaceX rockets get exploited, and it cost millions to him. If he didn't have that belief first, he will recognize a PayPal maker. He made the PayPal, so he will call like that if he not have that belief first. He has the belief first that he get the data from all of these three rocket launches of this SpaceX. He get the data of how the things work, how things worked. He get in data that okay, this is how all the things happen, this is all the steps that I have to follow in just launching the rockets. So he just get the data. He is very observant of everything that happened to the every launches, so he get the data. That's it. That's his belief first. And that is the same thing that I learned from him, that you get, like, if you get a failure one after another, of the thing is that you are trying, you are in your own commitment, that I have to done thing, I have to get success, I have to done this thing or that thing, it is like that. But when you get failure, you don't have to be sad, you don't have to be very depressed. You just learn that okay, I have the data. That's it. This belief is so powerful of Elon Musk, that I every time applied in my life when I get failure or anything like that. So yeah, it is an amazing belief verse. So just analyze all everything about it. Okay, I'm telling you this example because I know that many things have done, like, happen in your life also because of your mindset. Because our mindset act like a agent or a foreign agent that tell us that dude, you done this thing, you are too bad in this thing. And that is the self-critic manner. Like, you have to see where all the things is going, where all your mindset, where all your self-talk is going after you get a failure or anything like that. You have to see that thing, because you have to go along in that path with yourself, with the self-love also, with the self-respect also. Okay, so it is a very main point of successful people, that they have a different definition to every failure, to every success. Okay, then let's take an example of Taylor Swift. Okay, what she has gone through, that almost every record label slams the door on her, saying her songs weren't good enough. Like, it happened to her a lot of time. She tell them that there are many girls with guitars in the town and they don't want the other one. So she has the belief first that no one gets to tell me who I am as an artist. Every no is proof I haven't found the right yes yet. So like, how beautiful is this belief verses, that she says that every no, like, is proof I haven't found the right yes yet. So you have to make your own. I'm not saying that you just copy this belief verse or anything like that, but I'm telling you that just make your own belief verse on related to the thing that you are going through, or anything that is happening with you in this present. You just have to just make your own belief verse, that what thing you have to do next. Just according to your work, if you get any failure, just write it, what the data you get. So like that, inspired by all of this believers, have your own believers written. Okay, so yeah, that's how our believers really matter in our life. It can change any conditions. Yeah, it can change any conditions. Like, I get through a lot in my life also, like, and that time span is not like 1 year 6 months, it is like a full 5 year span of time that I get nothing in my life. Like, many thing happens. I will gonna tell about everything in my coming videos, but yeah, a lot of thing happen. But the thing that really saved me is my mindset. It is my condition, it is my belief verse, that take me here from the mud, you know. That is the thing, because your like your mindset, your belief is the savior for you. When your life condition is not good, your mindset will be. That's why controlling mind and understand about your mind is very important. That's why I also get very interest and curiosity to read more about the brain, how brain work, how our emotions are made, how our thoughts made, everything about the brain. Like that's why I read many books about brain, related to brain. That's why, because I really want to understand what is going on with me, and how can I just make it that it will gonna work for me, not against me. That's the reason. So sometimes your belief become your universe, where everything depend on it. So that's how, like, my mindset is the universe for me, that save me from the mud life and just take me here. So just ask yourself, what make our present condition worse, like right now in your life, what is that one thing that making your present condition really worse? Like, what is that one thing like, let's ask yourself that question, and I've also tell you that second important thing is our social media. I see many people like that their life is not broken, their life is not depressed, their life is not full of anxiousness or anxiety or fear, but the things that they are consuming every day from social media making their life like that. Like presently in their present life, in their physical reality, nothing like depressed or anything like that, but the things that that they are consuming is making their life like that. Like, if I give you an example, like, let's take a man, a boy, or he's just, we say that social media have the dopamine, like every time we see the reels and all the sorts thing, we get the dopamine hit. So that is how the social media is manipulating us, against our present condition, that nothing is happening in our present, that but we think that it is happening to us because of the emotional stimulation that we get from the reels or sorts. Like, if you see the broken quotes, with the ghazal in the background, that is going on, and you also get very emotional about that thing, but nothing happens like that in your life. Like, I see many people like that they are in their life no girl has broken their heart, but they are seeing the reels and they are crying because of the emotional stimulations, because of that dopamine manipulators in that is in our social media. So that's why it is very important to see that what are you consuming, because whatever you are consuming, it is making your life the one that you have right now. So this, see what are you consuming every day, because it is going on your subconscious mind and your conscious mind, and making your life predictable to your mind like that. This is how we predict things, that okay, this happened because of that, this happened because of this thing. But how we are thinking that because of the consuming thing, because we are the consumer. Like, very little people are in social media that are the creators, there are a lot of consumers. So let's ask yourself that what is the thing you are consuming every day, and be very present, be very self-aware about the things, that if I'm crying, or if I'm if I'm just behaving like this, or if I have these thoughts, then like what is their foundation, what is their base, what is the thing like behind it, why I'm thinking like that, what is the thing behind that. So just ask yourself questions like that. Okay, yeah, have your own belief verse.